Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Survival Fountain of Youth. I'm still here at Copper Island, and I need to be a little bit careful with my water rating by the look of things. Otherwise, I have a big problem. I also need to replace my spear at some point. So, what I'm planning to do today is drop some shit off in. I thought I harvested two of those instead of three. Well, never mind. What I intend to do today is the same thing I actually did last week, except with a minor exception. Last week we went into this region here. No, last week we harvested copper here, and when that was gone, I went to this area and we found some copper and a clay deposit. But I was running out of carrying space, so I couldn't take it with me. This week, my intention is to harvest all the copper there. I'm going to need a lot of it, but I'm also intending to get the cartographer tree activated so I can actually put everything here on the map. Once the copper here is harvested and I do have room left, I may bring some clay or we move around and check if I'm able to get copper here. Now, I said I need a lot of copper, and the reason is number one, I need 2 ingots, which is 4 ores, to craft a catamaran. So that's number one. I will need a copper tank to improve my. Well, actually, I can't craft a water distiller. I can even craft an improved one if I want to, but I need clay for this. This is actually easy to do with clay, I think. The only thing is how much water am I able to store, but we'll see about that. No, what I actually need the copper tank for is to improve my tenor workbench into the improved tenor workbench, because on that I can process the tegu hide, those damn lizards, and with that I'm able to craft better clothing. I also need, so that's one tank, and one tank is for 2 ingots, meaning 4 ores. So 4 ores for the tank, 4 ores for the ship. I want to improve my cart. That's another 4 ores. So that makes 12. And in my house, I would really like to improve my chest, my food chest to start with, to store up to 400 units, which is another 4. So that's 16 copper ores I need to improve stuff here. 16. After that, we'll see. I may increase some parts to the large wooden box, but for that I need a wooden plank. Then 16 ores. Then I need the crossbow, which is also 1. So that makes 18. And I'm still not there yet because I need bolts, 3 bolts for 1 ingot. I need at least 10, so that makes 12. That's 4 ingots times 2 is 8. So all in all, I need 30 or 40 copper in the end. And I don't even have that amount here. Therefore, I need to pass one. No, I need to go north, so we need to deal with him and with him to get to the tree. That's the start. There's still one out there. I may be able to avoid it with some luck. Just take the long road home, sort of. Is it in view? Nah, it's far away. Ladder. And up we go. Bird's nest even. Time to do some mapping. That's the ink minus 40 minutes. We also have the sextant and all that, so the copper is on, but anything else isn't. There's clay here, that's not on. Should I? Yeah, I should. I know about, you know what? Because I can always do some fishing later. I mean, I have the fishing rod. And with it, I'm able to get fish, and with the fish, I'm able to get more food because I'm running out of roast of meat. Now, I need to deal with him. Don't see it yet. But I know the bugger is there. But probably there. Far away. I just remembered something. I have that. All this time I'm worried about my health. We have a medical kit. Well, actually 2. One shot, 1 kill. Well, that's the way I like it. Let's see, that's only having items I don't need. Did I get my arrows back? I don't think so. I didn't. I did. That's a snake, but snakes aren't really a problem. As long as I make sure I avoid them. Spiders aren't much fun. Scorpions aren't much fun. Speaking of, and another one. I'm going to get a problem because I didn't bring my bowstring. And I don't have the tendon. If the bow holds out long enough for me, that is one piece 6. So this is 3 ingots, and I need a lot. So I need to come back here a few times. This one is 16 days. This one is empty, meaning I'm not going to get the clay from somewhere up there. I hear lots of noise from those creatures. Let's see if I'm able to find a high point up here so I can do the final mapping. And using the arrow point as a pointer is very nice. That is clay, and I can't harvest that right now. Nope, I can't get any higher. At least not this way. There's probably a way to get on higher ground here, but never mind. See? Or maybe I should mind. Because the higher up I am, the easier it's going to be to get some of the mapping done. I think this is the highest point. Yep. No, that is the highest point, but this point is good enough to do some mapping. Son of a... I didn't bring enough feather and ink. Well, never mind then. If they stay away from my cards, it's fine with me. Time to head to the Spanish camp. Ow! Yeah, there was a snake. I completely forgot about. Stupid. At least it's safe for a while. I'm also able to craft enough food, so that's not a problem anymore. Although my diet is still primitive with the eggs and the meat. Yeah, I thought so. Lots of items are nearing its end at the moment. I really need to hey, what the heck? Where's my coffee? I thought I had coffee. This is not a big problem, but this is a somewhat annoying problem. Also, this time I need to deal with those two. Meaning this exit. Snake. How much time do I have left? I know. I need to go to the left. Looks like that's not going to be easy. Something's hunting me? Not yet, but it won't be long before it will. Kinda like now. Okay, number one, the stupid bird. Where is it? Stays there? Got you. One down, two to go. Come on, you silly bird. Get over here. So the nest is all the way to the over there. And the damn thing keeps attacking me. Even when I try to avoid it. Son of a bitch, where are they? Got you. Oh, that's the nest. I did get that tree. Okay. Well, let's do this. And another survival point. Good. That makes. So shooting, next one is, okay, I got 25 more than one survival point. I need 2 for him. And after that, we're off to, oh, and 2 for him. I can craft snake potion. Shoot! Scatter! Crap out of me. Well, so far, some very intense minutes. However, with the jaguar gone and those bloody lizards gone, I may finally be able to harvest each and every piece of copper here. Without 13 copper. Harvest. Now let's see how much I can store in there. 66. Oh, tomato seeds. 66. That's way too much. And for some silly reason, I don't have my empty. Shit, that means I need to drop something else. $64. This is going to be a very long trip, considering I'm also out of energy. funny thing is, I had 2 coffee, so I must have used. This is not going to work. This is going to cause me big problems. There's only a snake over there. But what I would like to know is there water up here? Because if there is, there isn't. If there was, things may have been a lot easier. There is unfortunately no water. Lots of bamboo, not water. So my guess, because I made coffee earlier, my guess is that I somehow messed up by accidentally drinking that coffee. Can't think of anything else. The only good news, well, that's nice. Good news is I'm close to the camp, so I can actually sleep long enough. We have food, we have water, I'm able to craft more of the eggs. So at least I'm able to heal up. And I'm able to move back to my ship now. I was afraid of that. So I'm able to move back to the ship, drop off the copper ore, come back, pick up the copper ore and those hides, go back to base. And I think I've found another one of my arrows. Seven more. Still not enough, because I used to have 12, but it'll do. Now. Lots of work to do when I'm back at my base. Still, the most important is smelting the copper and getting water tanks so I can actually less so moving scopes there. Well, never mind. The most important is getting that water tank and improve my tenor workbench so I'm actually able to those are far enough actually able to get better armor pieces again. After that it's simply a matter of harvesting copper every once in a while to get the items I need until everything's upgraded, then harvest a little bit more for repairs, and that's it. So at least some things are improving. Let's start by getting everything on here, especially that and that, because I'm able to store 200 in here. Okay, 6 at a time. I also need the seaweed. Shouldn't forget about that. Because I want a better boat. Which was also requiring some ingots, I think. Done. So done. Right. Let's go get the last 2 ores. This time I am going to run because I want to move on. Bugger. Okay, again, this time I am going to run. because I want to be done with it. The other one up there. Is there another way to get there? Yep, through here. Through there. Life is a lot easier. I'm able to. A lot easier without all those nasty lizards bugging me all the time. This is the right passage. What else do we have here? Big branch, alloy. Alloy is needed for alcohol production. I also need the cactus for that. I think I'm going to take the risk to actually visit the other spots again. Even if I get 1 or 2 copper out of it, it's still useful, because each 2 copper is 1 ingot. And as we've been calculating early, I need a lot of copper ingots. Let's see, that means I need to take a right turn. It also means I don't need to upgrade my cards anymore. Because the only other thing I can get here is clay, and I can take all clay with this one from now on. So with that in mind, I'm good. Mhm. Those buggers is back. Respawned. Okay. Actually, two of the bugs have respawned. So maybe they won't bug me. "14 days. Bummer." Gone, gone. But they have returned. So I need to fight once, twice, thrice to get to that copper deposit. It's possible. If my bow and my spear are able to hold out. Is it worth it? I don't know. This one is 14 days. The other one is 16 days now. So the first one will probably be something like 10 or 12. I think it's better to ignore it right now. Return to the ship and start working. Yep, I think that's the best solution. Just return to the ship and process all that copper I have at home. Come back later with somewhat better weapons, perhaps. Better equipment, because I also need to get the seaweed. Otherwise I can't make a better ship. So that's the plan. Means I don't have enough copper for everything I planned. The water distiller is something I certainly will need. The ship is something I'm going to need. Anything else is optional. You were in my way. Maybe I am going to craft myself a crossbow and some bolts so I'm actually able to hunt some of the cows, buffaloes up there, so we get better leather. Let's see, how much copper do I have? 17, 19. 19 copper is 9 ores. And with 9 ores I can in general craft 4 items. We get the runny nose again. Well, hopefully I'm able to sleep it off. No, I'm not. Now it is. To repair, I need tendon that. Am I able to craft that? No. And now we do have a problem. There's also something else missing here. Or am I overlooking? I'm not overlooking. There it is. And guess what I forgot? I forgot to collect seaweed. Empty. Okay. 16 hours. More than enough. Did I craft? No, I didn't craft the distiller. But I think 2 bricks, 2 clay pots. Okay, let's see if I'm able to do that. And I also need to hunt for animals. Oh, I do have a bowstring. Distiller. 2 clay pots. And 2 bricks. Brick. Now, let's wait because the first copper is done. And 24. 2 clay pots. $124. Wonderful, because that means my copper is finished. Which means night. Oh, that shadow. I was like, what the heck is happening there in front of me? Upgrades. I need another liana rope. Solar water distiller. That's another thing I'm going to build later. Because basically I don't need him anymore. But this is what I want. So I need liana rope 2. I'm tired. Yeah, but worse, I'm running out of. Because I have. Oh no, I didn't have to. Ignite. See, that's why I need that water distiller, and later I may actually use the solar distiller as well. Upgrades, I've got everything available. maybe if I move it like this, I'm able to stand in between. Ooh, I need more liana rope. Okay, let's sleep. Starting to run really low on water right now. Crafting machines. Interaction. How much water can I drop in there? 30. This is why I want that solar tank, because I don't need to add fuel to this and I don't need to keep an eye on it. It's simply process. 10. Okay. So at some point I'm getting clean water in the output tank, which I can put in the bamboo flask, and that way I have that one. But as said, this is actually easier. I need big branch, skin ropes. So my priority is that one. Which means the first thing I need to do is actually checking what's needed. Move. What do I need? I need 2 more liana rope. upgrade, upgrade. Build. Now I also need to check how much copper I have left. I think this is enough to get through the night. Yeah. So 5, the other 10 is dropped in here. Good. Crafting. 1 copper tank, 4 big branches and 2 rope made of skins. I have a new resource, dried tegu, I know that. Which I could actually craft if I'm paying attention. Place 16 hours. It's going to take a while. Something else dropped in here. Next, more copper, because I'm going to need more fuel for my distiller as well. Lots of fuel for the distiller. Need water. We need to hunt for animals. Because I need animal tendon. can. No, 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 wait. That's something I forgot. I can upgrade the spear, repair the spear. Craft, place. What is needed for him? 1. So the question is, if I craft this one, I can craft that, and I need that. Okay. I want to upgrade my bow. That's an idea. So easy with all those keys. Place, same, done. Salt can be ash. I don't know what I need ash for yet. Another thing I need actually found here. Is him. 2 ingots and 3 planks. I need bark. Where the heck did I get bark? Big branch. I need a copper pot. I need rope made of skin. And for this, I also need rope made of skin. That's free. 5. Workbench. Oh, never mind. Big branch and bark. Big branch. Need a boar. In that case, am I able to craft myself more copper? Yeah. Yippee! Rain! Drink all of it this time. How much longer do I have here? I need another one. Things are finally moving a little bit up again. Or not. Maybe I simply remove this distiller and remain. We may keep using the other one. Because this still feels better, and the solar distiller is actually a lot more useful because I don't need fuel for that. I have a minor cut that didn't go away. Problem with that solar distiller is simply that I don't have the big branches, which are found near the bore, which means I need to fight. So I've got 6 left. Yep, I'm going to craft my... Do I have copper? 3 pieces. Let's craft. That's only 4. That's not enough. I need coal. Well, actually, I don't need coal because I don't have any copper ore left. Okay. Let's see. That, that, that. Can be taken off. So I need the biggest ship. That's number 1. And for that, I need 2 copper, which means I have 1 copper left for arrows. Because currently I have 3. I have enough tree bark. That's good news. Don't need bow, I don't need those arrows. Crafts. Machines. Chests. It's not machines, that's buildings. Do I need a big one or a small one? because I will need that, and so need, that's only 3 bolts. That may be a disadvantage. Because the other 2 ingots are needed for my ship. Oh, okay, I can do 3 more bolts. Very good. No copper spear. The reason, look at this. 100 plus 25 because we do 25 extra. Also 25 bonus. So that should be enough to deal with that bore and get myself the big branches I need. Because we need no, I don't need big branches for this. I need wooden planks for this, but I need the seaweed. The big branches are needed for the distiller, except I'm running out of copper at the moment. Still, I'm going to hunt the boar because to repair I need tendon thread, which I need to craft. From that, for the belt, I also need tendon thread, so that's already 2 reasons to hunt for the boar. I need the small branches, so I'm going to deal with the bushes we have up there. Or maybe not deal, but at least harvest. So I can craft another bunch of charcoal. Not to mention, I can craft stuff again. I'm going to do that at the other side later. Let's avoid that noise making piece of junk. Because I don't want to use a weapon on it. That's the ball. Hey, where is it? There. Missed. Don't interfere, you two, because you won't like it. Told you. Very hard for the little ones to actually listen to me. This is the fastest solution. Now I need to go back to to the 100 meters for my cart. Do I have... I only have 4 bolts. Out of the 6? Five? So I have to retrace the steps because I've been shooting at it 3 times. I have a better idea. Hey, what the hell? I think the best solution is simply leave this here and go back to my base, sleep. and get everything repaired after done after that. I got meat for food. So that part is covered. 8 hours of sleep. Not enough water. Then a workbench. Okay. Six days, 6.5 days. Okay. Solved. I need to go in here. Really annoying this. Remove those feathers still. Well, looks like I don't need any feathers anymore. I do need to repair some things still. Now let's find that other crossbow bolt, otherwise I need to repair the bow again. I think, my opinion, the crossbow is a good weapon, but am I lucky this time? No, that's a stone arrow. Crossbow is a good weapon and lots of damage, but finding those bolts is a pain in the butt. So I will most likely stick to, it looks like there's another bolt under the ball. So I will most likely stick to there is. Got you. Problem solved. Most likely stick to the bowl at some point. That's also annoying me. So I also needed big branches. Which are taken from those trees. I can even but I actually need some seeds like for the bread tree, so it's easy to craft. No, no ugly creatures. But there. So if I get the other four, oh, that's because of them, I think. Or if I get some Picari, I may actually get what I need. Given we see 3 of those creatures. Well, never mind. I want it to be at ease. Like now. Easy kill. But not what I wanted. You've got to be kidding me. So I still need to hunt for a boar. There it is. Six. 41. 43. 46. 7. 8. 50. Quite useful to avoid all the nasties. Only disadvantage, every time I bring it up, I stop moving. At least, yeah, I stop moving, even if it's on auto move or not. So the other ones giving me this are the jackals. Also, I'm already close to 2 hours again. So I won't stay long here. What I am going to do is trying to find some of that seaweed I require so I can actually craft the catamaran, and after that call it a day, I think. But considering everything is moving slow right now, even that may take a while. We'll see. I need to go back to Copper Island at some point anyway. Then there are the other islands I need to explore, and if I'm not mistaken, I may find some copper on those as well. Not as much as we have on Copper Island, but some. There. I need to do this in steps. Ooh, lucky. The reason I'm keeping 10 of the sticks is I want to upgrade my cooking fire, or not upgrade, fuel my cooking fire, and maybe with the intestines being able to craft soup. $18. Ignite. Mushroom soup can't. These I can. 1, 2, 10 liters of water. Let me guess. I thought so. Off the bed first. We got hides that need to be dropped in here, which I can't because the container is full. New recipes. Tegu leather. And we need water here. 80 liters. See, that's why I want to craft that solar thing. Because it makes it so much easier if I'm able to use him. 80 liters units of liquid, so it makes it so much easier. But the thing is, if I create a copper tank, I won't be able to create him. Come to think of it, still need that one. I'm going to create a copper tank because I really need that water. Especially because with this, I don't need the other water distiller anymore. Also means I can empty him now. There's no need for that. Done. In a while, also, there's already, where was the flask? On the tools? No. On the equipment? No. Here. Clay, coconut, bamboo, tegu skin. We got the pot. I only need tegu leather. So I'm simply able. First I need to run 6 times. But at some point with the new flask I'm actually able to get more water to it. And more water with me, making it once again easier to drink and to survive. However, before I'm even able to do that, I also need to craft that ladder, which is going to need, indeed, water. So I need to move water back and forth for a bit. But this is a lot easier to be done. A lot easier to be done as using the distiller all the time. First of all, because of this is automatic process, so that helps. Second of all, because I'm able to get a shitload of water in it. Well, better said, a lot. 6. So that helps too. And considering I'm able to store 80 liters in the water tank of my tannery, I'm able to store 60 here. I'm able to store 30 here. That means everything is actually, I'm actually able to store plenty of water everywhere. Let's get 15 and drink the last 5. So I'm finally able to get the amount of water I need. And the irony is that in general it isn't needed that much anymore. On the other hand, as it has shown, you can never have shortage or too much water. Long stick, bamboo, one, and drop the clay. Those are nearly gone. $74, weight 0.8, done. That one's working. Okay, I don't need him. I need the driller. How much of the holly do I have? It's 4, I thought it was 4. I need the driller. Plenty. Okay, so I need to sail to not even that far. Now I've got the tendon thread and I actually don't need it. Not for a bow anyway. For copper, 4 times 6 is 24. I have one in here. Need to remember where it actually was. I thought it was up here. No, we need to go to the left. Where's the heat driller? Corral, corral. Need to go that way. There it is. Close, close, close. 3. And there's one basically under the boat. Oh, there. 4. I thought those flippers. No, wait. Stamina consumption. Stamina consumption was less. Not the oxygen use. Makes sense because you don't breathe with your feet. Anything in here I will need? No, yep, that one. Repair. Son of a... to do the hibiscus stuff again. Oh, I don't have hibiscus. That's the problem. I don't. Right. I can change that. Problem solved. That should be put aboard the ship. Next. What else do I need? 2 wooden planks. That means I need my saw. I need log. I need to keep an eye on my food levels. Also done. What else do we need? I think the only one I need now is the copper ingots. Okay. what I mean about how easy things is with this. $64. So if I add a full tank of salt water again, I can take all the sweet water and put everything. That way I'm always having 15 liters available. Meanwhile, I need to drop off the flippers, and there's one other thing I need to do. Take that Tegu place down. Workbench. Sleeping bag. Do that later. What I actually need right now isn't. No, it isn't. Crafting. Yeah, I needed Tegu leather. Ten liters of water, one hide, one bark. Here we go again. See, there goes everything I saved in water. Oops. Two pieces. Work. Two new blueprints. Equipment. Advanced flippers. One hide, one rope. Okay. And a flask. Need 3 pieces. We have 2. Not going to use the not going to craft those advanced flippers yet because I want that flask first. For a very simple reason, the one I mentioned before. Upgrading. It's going to 40 units of water. So I can bring the bamboo flask with me, like I'm currently doing. on my journey so I can drink. And I can use the Tegu flask to refill that distiller. 4, 5, 6, that's it. And it depends on the weather. So in general, this one is actually two more. This one works actually better on Copper Island. But then I don't want to move my entire base to the next island. So keep it like this. Okay, we did that. So the only thing I need right now, we have another survival point. I can do this one. Or craft snake potion. I think this one is better. So next episode, because I'm deep into the 2 hours now, I wasn't even intending to do that. Next episode, I'm heading back to Copper Island and hopefully I'm able to get enough copper for 4 copper to do the 2 ingots. After that, I'm actually able to craft a better vessel. And this one's going faster too. We've got a storage, we've got a bed, and I can upgrade this one later once I've been crafting it. So that's the plan for next episode. Now it's nighttime, which is a very good time to sleep and everything else. Let's find out. It's heavy clouds, so I won't be able to get water from the distiller at the moment. Empty and empty. I do have enough food. We have the 2 soups, which is perfect, and I have 7 liters of water because I'm going to keep this one. That one's empty. So I need 2, 30, 90, and I need to fill up that one. So we're going to need a lot of water in the next episode. Let's drop the plank outside. Then everything is inside storage, making it easier again to move. To Copper Island. But that's going to be next week. Therefore, for now, thanks for watching. No, not thanks for watching. Because no. Indeed, thanks for watching. Because I need Tegu leather and not. Right. And for leather, I need 10 liters of water, which I currently don't have. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I do hope you've been enjoying it. I did. Next week, we're going back to Copper Island and see if I'm actually able to get some copper for the next ship. Otherwise, I'll have to wait for a bit before I'm able to do that, because I absolutely didn't count how much days have passed before since I mined the last copper, so I have no idea. We need four copper. I have currently everything available for the new ship, so that's a good thing. I almost have everything available for the flask, so that's also a good thing. And anything else? Well, medicine don't have a bark concoction yet. How do I get that? Free bark. Oh, I can water and salt. Okay, so I can do that for malaria, but that's for the next zone even. I don't have bat. Tools. Well, I need copper needles, but I'm not going to spend copper on it as long as I don't have to. No iron knife, no metal tools yet. No iron flint yet. Maybe at some point I will craft a copper tipped harpoon and a copper spear. And I will probably craft more copper bolts. We have leather hoods, and the leather hoods isn't available yet. Which means I need to craft something else before I have that. Building wise, I'm able to do the TP hut. We have some chests we can craft. The improved builder toolkit is something I need to unlock. For the house, another improved builder toolkit. For the walls, we need improved builder toolkits. When that's done, I'm actually able to build a more beautiful house. Sleeping bag can be done, so I can actually spend my time anywhere I like, but I don't have linen. I do have ship repair, but I don't see a builder toolkit. At least not the improved one. So there is something lacking for that. All in all, there's still enough to do in the next episode. Especially getting copper, and after that we will move on. So, like I said, I've been enjoying it. I hope you too. I think I'm repeating myself over and over again, but never mind. Have a good week, everybody, and I'll be seeing you next week. Goodbye.